Hey there, I'm Mr. Funky Dude, and today I'm going to show you how to make hamburger buns and hot dog buns. It's pretty easy, they're very delicious, and once you learn how to do it, you'll never buy store-bought again. Alright, let's go. The first thing we're going to do is make the tang zong. Now I know that sounds like a strange word and all, but don't worry, it's pretty simple, and once you learn how to do this, it'll kick your baking goods up to the next level. The recipe for this video is in the description and in a link to my website below. First, we're going to take some water, our flour, and our milk, and we're going to combine them over medium heat into this pot. Okay, we're going to start by turning this up to a medium heat. And then we're going to take our flour and just dump that right in, straight like that. Next thing, we're going to take our spatula, we're going to break it up a little bit. Get going. Then we're going to take our water, and you're going to take your milk. There you go, right in there like that. Now what you want to do is you want to stir it around, breaking up the flour that's inside. You can see how it looks. See how there's like little bits of flour? You want to break that up, and you're going to keep stirring. Now what we're doing here is we're super hydrating the flour with the milk and the water. The heat allows the flour and the water to expand and to super hydrate, and so that's what's going to give you this soft crumb in your bread. You don't want to stop burning, because what you don't want to do is burn everything at the bottom of the pan. That's why you want to keep stirring. Now the point of stirring this is to get it to where it's almost like a paste consistency. Let me show you this. We're getting pretty close. See how that's turning to paste? Right about this is where you want to take it off the heat. Now we're going to take that tang zong. See how pasty it is? We're going to put it right into here. It's very hot, and we're going to cool this down. Now I'm going to take this, I'm going to put this in the refrigerator because I want this to cool down. If it's this hot, it's going to kill my yeast. So let's get it to cool down. It's only going to be for a few minutes, so I'm going to stick it in my freezer. Let's stick it right over, let's see, right over here. There we go. Slide in there, baby. Now we've put the flour into our mixing bowl, and we're going to add to that 1 tablespoon of instant yeast. Here's half. We're going to put that along the edge. Here's the other half. We're going to put that on the edge. Then we're going to put in a couple of teaspoons of salt. Make sure to not get directly on the yeast, otherwise it may kill it. So there's some salt. We're going to add our sugar. Put that in there. Next, we're going to add this to a stand mixer. If you don't have a stand mixer, you'll need to incorporate this all by hand. And we're going to mix this all up till it's nice and incorporated. Once you've got this nicely incorporated, we're going to take our milk and we're going to slowly add that in, just a little bit at a time. You don't want to go too much at a time because you don't want to make big clumps of dough. Once you've got that all in, you're going to take your tang zong right here, and we're going to add that. We're just going to scoop it out and plop it right in there. Once you've got that in, raise it back up. And put your mixer on, let's say, about a 3. Now that we've brought it to a shaggy mess, we're going to add some eggs. I'm going to start off with 1, 2 whole eggs, and 1, 2 egg yolks. Once we've got that in, we're going to lift it up, turn on the mixer, I'd say about a 3, and let that get going. Once that's going in nicely is when you want to start incorporating your butter. So you're going to put that in a little bit at a time. Now we're going to let this go for about 8 minutes. Okay, now that we got that all mixed up, we're going to take our dough and we're going to dump it out onto a surface. Make sure you scrape out as much as you can from the inside. Every little bit counts. Thank you. I'm going to take this, we're going to turn this into a bowl. Get our ends, turn it over, underneath, and boom. Now we're gonna shape this thing. Get my hands a little wet. Don't want them really wet, just enough that this is a high hydration dough. Well, not too high, but it is a little sticky. Next, we're gonna take a little pan, put a little bit of olive oil in it. Just a smidge, not a lot. Take a paper towel, fold it up, and look at that. There we go. Now we're going to let that sit for about 1.5 to 2 hours, or until it's doubled in size. If you have a modern oven, you probably have a bread proofing function in it. I'm going to go ahead and use that. Now that we're done letting it rise, as you can tell, it's doubled in size. We're going to dump this up and cut it up. Okay, now we're going to weigh out the dough to about 100 grams each. 80, 96, a little over. So you want it to be about 100 to 105. I like to go about 100. And then that way, if I have any left over, I can just divide that up amongst the others. Okay, now that we have everything portioned out, we're going to turn these all into bowls. And I'll turn it inwards to itself. Help get all that gas out as well. All right. Then we're going to take it and we're going to roll it into a bowl. Just like that, really easy. And we're going to do this to all of these. Take this one, get all that air out, turn it into itself, create tension on top. And once you've created that tension, you're just going to roll it. There you go. Now that we've got these rolled all into little bowls, we're going to take half of these and going to make those hamburger buns. And the other half, we're going to make hot dog buns. Now to make the hamburger buns, that's pretty easy. We're done. These are all ready to be proofed a second time. But these are going to need to be shaped. And let me show you how to do that. To make hot dog buns, here's what we're going to need to do. We're going to take one of these here, and we're going to lay it out flat. Roll them up just like so. And once we have those, pinch that closed. Now we've got them all shaped and they're ready to be proofed a second time. We're going to put some plastic wrap over it, cling wrap over it, and put it in the proofer. If you don't have a proofer, remember, just leave it out until it's doubled in size. Okay, buddies, see you when you're bigger. Okay, these have all doubled in size and they are ready to be put into the oven at 375 degrees for about 17 minutes. And here they are right out of the oven. Now we're going to put them up on this cooling rack and let them cool for about 30 minutes. Remember, when you take bread out of the oven, it's not done cooking. You got to give it some time to cool off. And here they are, all done cooling off of the cooling racks. I didn't add an egg wash this time, but you can do that before you put them in the oven if you'd like. Give them a nice shiny gloss, but here they are. And that's it. That's how you make hamburger and hot dog buns. I hope you learned a lot here today. Hope you learned how to make that tang zong so you can make your bread even softer. Anyway, if you'd like this video, please hit like and subscribe and share it with your friends even, and try this out yourself. And if you do, hit me up in the comments. Let me know how it went for you. All right. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Hey everyone. It's late at night and I'm editing this video, and I just realized I forgot to tell you guys. You guys know I live stream about a couple days a week, right? Sometimes they're about baking, but most of the times it's just about people getting together, chatting about things that are going on in the world. We don't talk about religion. We don't talk about politics. We like to try to uplift each other. We try to be positive. We try to create a safe environment of just thoughtfulness and just have a fun time talking about different stuff. If you're interested in that kind of thing, you should come and watch. Come join us. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notifications so that you know when I go live. All right? Thanks. Bye.